Good day, good people. It is Stephanie, and welcome to my channel if you are new, and if you are returning, thank you for coming back. Today in this video, I just wanted to share my plans for 2026 and what I plan to use for my planning and journaling in 2026. So basically, this is my planner stack and my lineup for 2026. Now, in 2025, I did give myself permission to try all of the things. And I have to say, I was successful in trying all of the things, although all of the things didn't necessarily work. But I'm glad I gave myself the wiggle room to try because it helps me with what I've come up with for this year. Well, for 2026, because we are still in 2025. So let's take a look at what I have here. I have 4 different systems, we'll call them that I use that help me in my day-to-day planning, my life, my journal, and to just keep up with all the things I have going on. Not that I'm the busiest person in the world. But at any rate, let's go ahead and get into it. So if you know me and if you watch my channel for any length of time, you know I am a traveler's notebook girly. So there will always be a traveler's notebook setup of some kind. This is simply the cover that I'm planning to start 2026 in. And I do have all of the recent 2026 stickers and inserts, and I have the pencil board and all of those things that I will be putting into this planner or into this TN to set up for the year. I think I need to zoom back just a little bit. I apologize. But yeah, so I have all the inserts and things ready to go for this TN. And then you guys know throughout the year, in most cases, when I change my covers, because again, I change them like I change my purse, I will just simply be transferring the guts into the actual TN. So this is the one that I'm going to start with. This is one of my Baumkuchen Truly Yours customization or customized TNs. Also for 2026, I acquired this beautiful cover. It was made by a company called Colston Scott. I'll put it in the description because I think I'm butchering her name, but it's simply a young lady who's enjoying making trifolds, and she's very reasonable. And I think the product came out pretty well. So I will be starting in this green. I'm still in my green area, y'all. It still has a chokehold on me. But in it, I will be using an A5 journal. Now, if you remember, I'm currently in a B6, but I'm going to venture out and give myself a little bit more room by going into an A5, and I hope it works. This A5 is a Harriet Wright notebook. The B6 I'm currently in is also a Harriet Wright notebook, and I selected her for the Tomoe River paper and for the 5mm grid due to my big handwriting. So we are going to start out with this as a journal in the A5 size. So that is another part of my lineup. And then, of course, you guys know that my A5, or excuse me, my A6 serves as my purse journal or my purse planner. And I will still be using a Hobonichi Techo. I get the English version because you guys know I don't want all of those different colors throughout my book. I also took the time to put little teeny tiny tabs on it this year. I did get these tabs from Lauren Phelps Design, if you're interested in small tabs. And I also found this very cute cover. This is actually a Take-A-Note cover that is for the Take-A-Note A6. And I didn't know they did covers like this until I was in a stationery store and saw this cover. Very affordable. I want to say it was like 22 bucks. And it's a PU leather, but I really like the gray and I really like the feel of it. So we're going to start 2026 with this cover on this planner. And as far as setting this planner up, I haven't really set it all the way up because I was busy doing my A5 that I'm going to show you in a minute. But I can tell you that I'm going to use these index for a word a day. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to use my calendar because I use a different calendar in another planner or in another book. But I did put in my word of the year, which is forward. I did go ahead and put it inside of this planner as well, just so that I have it with me as I toss this planner in my purse. And so I stay focused on my word of the year, which is again forward. And you'll see it again in a moment in my A5. So yeah, I'm still going to use the Hobonichi Techo for my purse planner in 2026. And then lastly, I'm going to start again with an A5. And the reason why I say that is if you remember, I started 2025 in an A5 and it was too big. But I also came back and explained when I say too big, it was too thick. It had too many pages in the back. It wasn't that the size or the dimension of it was too big. So what I did for this year, for 2026, is I opted for an A5. Let me move the booklet off of there. An A5 sterling ink, but I got the core planner for two reasons. First reason being it only has a few pages in the back. You'll see that's my pen testing page. But there were only 23 additional pages in the back, which was plenty because I don't journal, in this planner because this grid is just too small. So that was the first reason for the small amount of pages in the back. And because this is one of Catherine's journals where she's using the Cosmo Light paper. So I am looking forward to that. So I have started to set it up just a little bit. This is a Moterm cover in plum that I actually found on the buy sell trade group, and so excited about that because it would never restock. And I just have a little bit of pocket play here. If you're interested in that, let me know in the comments and I'll let you know. Otherwise, I'm not going to just really go through it. It's just pocket play. But some things are functional. In the pocket, I do have some additional stickers that I use throughout my planning, mostly two different types of weather stickers. I got weather stickers from Mandy Lynn Plans and weather stickers from Happiness Handmade. And I love weather stickers. I just don't always remember to use them. And then in here I have just some months that I'll be adding to the months as we get to them. So with regards to a setup of this planner, sorry for the glare of the plastic with the ring light. All I've done is just added a hello sticker here. I am thinking about putting something here. I haven't in the past, but I'm trying to do something a little different this year and be a little more jazzy in my planner and use up my stash. So that is a plan. And then here you see my word of the year. Like I told you, you saw the smaller version in my A6. This is the larger version. I thought this doll was just wonderful. And what's funny, well, not wonderful, but she's beautiful rather. What's funny is in one of the groups that I teach, I was working on this in the store and I had some ladies near me that said she looked like the word forward. She looked like she's moving forward, which is my plan. And so I thought that was too cute. So I had to put her down. But again, my word of the year is forward, and I like to keep that present and up front in my books. You'll see here that I still have sticky notes of plans because that's what I do when I'm setting up my planner. I flip through it, decide how I want to use the pages, and then I place sticky notes. Now this is created to be a goals page, but I didn't really use it as such last year. So I'm trying to figure out what I can turn this spread into, and the fact that there are 48 squares. If you are doing something specific with this page in your planner, please let me know in the comments. I might be interested in what you're doing. Share with me if you have some ideas, because I'm still thinking about what I want to do here. Okay, and from here, I use this just as it is. It is a tracker, but mostly for me, I track monthly events and birthdays simply because the space is so small. I can't think of anything else to track per se, and then I can see the whole year in a snapshot. Again, for birthdays and special events for this page. Next, with the quarterly pages, I track habits here. I usually track like my water intake, no spin. Did I drink soda that I don't need to be drinking? Did I do my complete skincare routine? Did I take all of my medicines? So I do use this spread as a tracking spread, which is what a lot of us use it for. So, we have 4/4 of that. And then from there, I didn't do anything with December because I redate my calendars, and I felt wasteful if I redated December, just because, this is my new planner. So I have gone ahead and started putting in dates and events and situations for January. But if you look closely, I do redate. I like a Sunday start because that is when the week starts, in my opinion. I don't have a problem with a Monday start during the week because I do start my work week on a Monday, but for me, the week actually starts on a Sunday. So, yes, I did sit here and take the time to white out and redate and relabel my months. I did use the stickers from Sterling Ink in which to do this. But yes, I did take the time to do that. And that's fine because I know these planners are printed for the masses, and the masses are fine with Saturday and Sunday being over here, and that's cool. Um, then from there, this is the weekly layout. So this is the vertical week. We all know what that looks like, and that's going to look the same the entire year. But I also took the time to tab this planner as well. These tabs are also from Lauren Phelps Design. I like that they are just very minimal. They do what they're supposed to do, but they're very minimal. They're thin, but they adhere well. So I took the time to tab the whole year. And again, this is what that layout's going to look like all year. Then I used one of my Midori tabs that I love to use. I have them now in the new brass, and then I have the gold and the silver ones as well. And so I put that tab here to indicate that's the end of the weekly verticals. And then from there, I started setting up the few things that I do set up. In this section, I love to do a monthly highlight, and I wanted to put 3 months on the page. Again, you see my planning sticky is still here. So I went ahead and did that. I still want to put a little more something something on the page. That's just the decor part of me. I do still want to put a little something, but the highlights of the month are just that, whatever happens in the month that I want to highlight and maybe even caused a great memory, I put in this section. And then from there, I created a wish list. Don't need a wish list, but wanted a wish list, so I created one. No, these 2 pages are not an extension of the wish list, or at least it better not be, but I decided to just skip that page. Then from there, I do travel a lot, and I'm glad that I am able to. And so I found some little cutesy stickers just to create a little travel spread. But this will be for my plans of where I'm planning to go in 2026. So that's what this spread is. Trying to practice using my own hand lettering. I can't say it's the best, but I'm trying. Then from there, I wanted to create a space for video ideas. The reason why I did that is because I find myself writing down video ideas no matter what I happen to have at the time. So if I have my think book, and we'll talk about that in another video, but when I have my think book or even my purse planner, I seem to jot everything down, and then I have my ideas across all these different books. So I'm going to try to concentrate to put my ideas in one location, which is here. Then I also created a spot for home projects because this spring I got a lot of home projects I need to start working on, and most of them are outside in my yard. So I wanted a space for that. And then that's just where I left off. But as you can see too, I don't have but a few more sheets of paper anyway, because that's typically what I use. And again, that's going back to why the planner last year was just too big. And mind you, I could have stayed in it for this part of it, but it was also just big, heavy, thick, that kind of thing. But at any rate, so I'm excited to use this thinner planner, and I'm definitely excited to use this Cosmo Light paper, and I will report back on that. But going back to my pen test of the paper, very minimal ghosting and no bleed through at all. And then here's just the back of the Moterm, and I've just got some stickers in the pocket, things that I plan with, and of course a picture of my dear daddy. So yeah. Also, when I first opened this, you guys saw that I moved this booklet out of the way. This is also from Sterling Ink, and it's just a monthly booklet, and that's all it is about months. I wanted to have something that I could, again, going back to creating. So for my Instagram, YouTube, and I've just recently started on TikTok, I want to plan out my videos a little better. So I grabbed one of these because it also tucks just right in here in this pocket. And it fits right there nice and snug, nothing extra. And then I just close this up and I am on my merry way. So yeah, I just wanted to come on and again show you what my planner lineup looks like for 2026, what my plan of action is. And tell me in the comments, what is your planner stack? What are you planning to use? Did you change a lot from 2025 going into 2026? Are you using some of the things that I shared here? Let's talk about it. You guys know I'm always encouraging you to have a conversation. Also, please look for future videos where I'm going to show you what my think book is for 2026 and what a think book is. And then I also want to share my pen and ink journal because I use a couple of things for that. But this year I'm honing in on one specific journal for all things pen and ink, as well as my separate journal that's acting more like inventory of my pens and inks. But that'll be a future video. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. Remember to love on your family. And until the next video, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.